What happens when your school trip goes very wrong? So picture this, you're just vibing in class, minding your own business, when bam, your entire class gets yeeted into another world. Classic isekai moment, right? But here's the twist. Our main character, Akira, isn't some overpowered hero wannabe. He's literally that quiet kid who sits in the back that everyone forgets exists. The story opens with a whole action scene showing Akira absolutely destroying some masked assassin, like we're talking broken bones and everything. Then it comes to present-day school life where Akira is just there. Barely talks to anyone, reads manga alone, and his classmates literally forget he's in the same class. Major introverted energy. One day, a magic circle just pops out of Akira's phone, because of course it does, and suddenly the entire class is in a fantasy world. An old man and a king are like, "Yo, we summoned you to defeat the demon lord." And most of the students are hyped because they think they're living in an anime now. Peak Delulu behavior. They all check their power levels using some magical circle thing. This kid Tsukasa gets 1,000 points, and everyone's like, "OMG, the chosen one!" But Akira? My guy's sitting at 1,800 and keeps it to himself like the absolute legend he is. He's got his class as Assassin, which honestly fits his whole vibe perfectly. He's immediately sus about the whole situation and decides to go invisible using his presence cancellation skill. Smart move, King. While everyone's eating fancy food and getting hyped about their new isekai life, Akira is doing actual detective work. He sneaks around, literally invisible, and overhears the king and princess plotting. Turns out they think the summoned students are weak and pose no threat because they're from a world without magic. The audacity! The princess is straight up using cursed crystals to mind control Akira's classmates. She's got a whole drawer full of these crystals, each one controlling a different student. Yikes on bikes. Enter Commander Saren, this knight who can somehow see Akira even when he's invisible. Thermal vision go burr. Instead of snitching to the king, Saren offers to train Akira in exchange for stories about Japan. They make a deal, and honestly, this becomes the most wholesome bromance in the series. Saren is shocked when he learns Akira can use presence cancellation at 100% efficiency, something only the first hero could do. He trains Akira hard while the other students are doing basic knight training. They bond over books, strategy, and discussions about morality. Saren even tells Akira that being an assassin doesn't mean just killing people. You can use those skills to help and protect. Things get dark real quick. The princess is making Akira's classmates into literal puppets. Akira finds out and smashes the crystal controlling Tsukasa, but this basically puts a massive target on his back. The princess can't control him without seeing his status, so she decides he needs to die instead. The worst part? The king's assassin squad, the edgy named Night Ravens, straight up murders Commander Saren and frames it on Akira. They even use Akira's dagger to make it look like he did it. The classmates, being mind-controlled, immediately turn on Akira, calling him shameless and a murderer. My guy has to escape, and Saren had already prepared an escape route because he knew something like this would happen. Before fleeing, Akira finds a pouch with supplies and sadly looks back at the castle one last time. The feels hit hard here. The commander's last words haunt him about becoming stronger and mastering his skills. Akira does what any reasonable person would do, hits up the dangerous labyrinth to level up and get stronger. He's fighting floor bosses, getting absolutely wrecked, but his shadow magic is low-key OP. Every time he's about to die, his magic absorbs mana from the monsters and heals him automatically. Video game logic at its finest. His shadow magic becomes insane. He can create spikes, control shadows, and basically use them as weapons. The system keeps announcing upgrades every time he nearly dies. It's giving Dark Souls, but make it isekai. On floor 75, he finds this injured elf girl named Amelia. She's got World Eye abilities, basically scans stats like a video game, and is royalty, but her own family tried to kill her because she looks different from them. Different hair and eye color equals cursed child, apparently. Medieval fantasy racism hits different. Akira saves her, takes care of her when she's sick, and they start teaming up. He's so wholesome about it, writing numbers on stone so he doesn't get lost, knowing how to care for sick people because his mom was always ill. The character depth is immaculate. Akira and Amelia team up to fight a dragon boss, but surprise, it's actually a black cat named Night with shape-shifting powers. The cat was created by the demon lord and expects them to kill her to escape the floor. But Akira is like, nah, I like cats, and instead makes a master pet contract with her, which is super dangerous and could kill them both. The bonding scene is actually emotional though. Night shows Akira her traumatic memories of destroying a city against her will, but he accepts her anyway, saying he'll take care of her so she doesn't become a monster again. Now they're linked. If one dies, the other does too, the ultimate friendship contract. Night can shapeshift and even takes Commander Saren's form during battles. She becomes fiercely loyal to Akira.
Tsukasa and the gang finally break free from the mind control thanks to a girl who broke a curse crystal. They escape the kingdom and start their own journey. They're out here trying to defeat the demon lord because they think that's how they get home. They arrive in a town called Yamato that was created by the first hero. It's literally got Japanese culture. Everyone's hyped but also running low on money, so they register as adventurers. Most importantly, they decide to look for Akira because they realize he's probably the strongest among them, and they were wrong about him. The trio teleports to the Elf Kingdom where Amelia's family lives. Her sister, Kilika, is pressed because Amelia has this legendary spirit medium power that made everyone stop paying attention to Kilika. Classic sibling rivalry, but make it fantasy with actual magic battles. Kilika has been hypnotizing everyone, which doesn't work on Akira because his mental resistance is too high. Stay winning, she challenges Akira to a duel for Amelia's freedom. The fight is intense, but Akira wins without killing her because violence isn't always the answer. Plot twist that nobody saw coming. Kilika's memories were sealed because she accidentally got her fiancé Liam killed by a monster. Or so she thought. Amelia actually brought him back to life with her resurrection magic, but Kilika's dad erased her memory to protect her from the trauma. Therapy would have been cheaper, my guy. Once the truth comes out, the sisters reconcile. Amelia gets permission to travel with Akira, and they have this cute moment where she asks him to keep calling her name. The ship is sailing, folks. The squad heads to the Beastmen continent and meets Crow, this ancient blacksmith who used to be in the original hero party that failed to defeat the demon lord. He's got major tragic backstory energy. His sister was killed by a dude named Graham who's running a whole human trafficking operation. Graham is evil. Like, this man is running beauty contests to kidnap winners and sell their organs, using drugs to make disposable super soldiers, working with demons for profit and rare materials, partially responsible for Commander Saren's death by supplying the Night Ravens. Crow asks Akira to kill Graham as payment for showing him the way to demon territory and making him weapons. Akira's conflicted because he's never killed anyone before and is having a whole moral crisis about becoming a murderer. They meet Letty at a festival, who's just this chaotic girl causing mayhem everywhere. She enters beauty contests, hands out autographs, and has main character syndrome. Oh yeah, she's also the demon lord's daughter who ran away from home after fighting with her dad. Knight recognizes her immediately. Letty and Knight go on this hilarious spy mission where Letty's idea of investigating is wandering around, playing in water, and making random guys fall in love with her for info. Despite the chaos, they actually steal crucial documents from the king's palace, revealing Graham's hit list. Somehow the chaotic approach works. Akira and Amelia have this beautiful moment where Akira cuts his ring finger and says, "In our world, we put a ring on this finger for our partner." Then he drops the big, "I love you," and Amelia says it back. They both make cuts on their ring fingers as a promise. The romance is so pure and wholesome, you can't help but root for them. Graham confronts them at the Adventurers Guild, being completely disrespectful and revealing he watched Commander Saren's death on camera. He admits to supplying the Night Ravens and basically mocks everything Akira cares about. Akira finds a recording from Commander Saren basically saying, "Don't seek revenge for me, live in peace, you belong in a world without bloodshed." But Akira knows that as long as Graham's alive, Amelia and his friends are in danger. So he does it. He sneaks into Graham's bedroom and kills him in his sleep. One clean strike, no dramatics, just the job done. When he gets back to the hotel, Akira is literally trembling. He tells Amelia, "I decided to kill him, and when the moment came, I didn't even blink. I felt nothing. I'm scared of myself. I think I've become a real assassin. The person you were trying to save doesn't exist anymore." But Amelia's ride or die. She hugs him and says, "I don't care what you become, I'll stay with you and keep an eye on you. I learned how to make my own path from you, and I'll help you find yours." Knight also pledges eternal loyalty. The power of found family hits different when your girlfriend and your cat demon both accept your villain arc. Back with the heroes party, Tsukasa gets this sudden feeling that Akira hasn't died, but is transformed into something else entirely. He's not wrong. Akira's mindset has completely shifted. He's accepted his role as an assassin, not because he wants to kill, but because he'll do whatever it takes to protect his friends and get everyone home safely. The season ends with Akira's group heading toward demon territory, with Letty joining them permanently. Akira thinks about how Amelia and Knight have accepted him even as an assassin, so he'll accept this burden. If killing is necessary to keep his friends safe and return to his world, he'll do that job. This whole story is basically about a quiet kid who gets isekai'd, immediately sees through everyone's BS, and slowly transforms from "I just want to go home" to "I will become whatever I need to be to protect my people." It's a deconstruction of the typical isekai hero story. Akira isn't the chosen one, he's just extremely competent and willing to make hard choices. The transformation from background character to assassin isn't glorified. It's painful, frightening, and morally complex. But with Emilia and Knight by his side, accepting him completely, Akira finds the strength to move forward. Season 2 when?